I welcome you all to this fourth lecture of the ninth week on history of Arabic literature. In this lecture, we'll be talking about the Indo-Arabic literature in some specific perspectives. We have gone through the historical perspectives, the very much sociometry of literature during the different Indian phases in relation to Arabic language and literature. Alongside the prominent figures who have contributed to the development of Arabic literature, language and literature in early phases, the Sultanate period, the Mughal period, and different dynasties who were, of course, not centralized as Delhi, their capital. Rather, they were scattered all over India, like Gujarat and Malwa and Bengal and South Hyderabad and Ahmedabad and other places. So, in this lecture, we'll be focusing on specific perspectives, specific areas in specific perspectives. So, for example, epigraphy and numismatics. Usually, when it comes to the study of language and literature, Arabic language and literature, of course, in the present perspective, related to India, usually we focus on the literary discourse, the language studies, the religious literature, poetry, prose, history, geography, etc., sciences, if there are, and of course, in the Indian context, continental context, in relation to Arabic, we have seen contributions of Indian scholars to all these facets of all these subjects related to language and literature, and the society at large. But of course, in the context of India, where the Arabic has not been language of state, except for a very short period and a very short geographic, a very small geographic space, that is Sindh and Multan and Tebil, Mansura in Gujarat and some parts of Sindh. So, with the exception of this, Arabic has never been, and again at that at the time when Muhammad Abul Qasim as-Saqafi had conquered that part, besieging Raja Dahir. But again, in this, when we say that Arabic has been language of the state in this specific point of time and place, but again, it never means that it extended to some other areas or other places. So, the epigraphy and numismatics, the study of epigraphy and numismatics and locating India's legacy in this scenario, in this trajectory, is specifically significant and draws our attention in context of in perspectives of history. So here we'll be having hundreds of thousands of tombs, mosques, forts, fortresses, etc., where we will be having the inscriptions alongside different coins minted by the kings, the rulers, sometimes bilingual, of course, having Arabic and Persian, Arabic and Sanskrit, even in some cases Arabic and local languages, that's Arabic and Sanskrit, as we'll be having some examples. So, In some studies, it has been pointed out that especially the northern part, like the state of Uttar Pradesh, alone had 2,175 epigraphs. It constitutes around 21.4% of the total number of inscriptions in other Indian states. So monuments like Taj Mahal and ancient forts, minarets, mosques and tombs, etc. in Agra, Fatehpur Sikri, Delhi, Ajmer, Hansi, Lahore, Bihar Sharif, Gaur, Pandua, Murshidabad, Triveni, Dhaka, Bijapur, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad, etc. have Arabic and Persian epigraphs bearing meanings of religion, contours of religion, culture and language, and a multiplicity of Perso-Arabic scripts such as Kufi, Nasakh, Sulus, Ruqa, Nastaliq, Bahar and Togra, etc. So in this sequence we'll be finding that this legacy of epigraphy, Arabic epigraphy or Perso-Arabic epigraphy alongside numismatics are very significant. Qutub Minar has epigraphs of the Quranic verses like Taj Mahal, and also all the monuments of the Sultanate and Mughal periods in Delhi. An account of a very thorough study, well-researched study of this we find in the Athar as-Sanadid. Athar as-Sanadid by Sayyid Ahmad Khan. Which is known as Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan. So his Athar as-Sanadid is a specific study of a great historical significance and value. It goes into studying these monuments of Delhi, surveying their inscriptions, reproducing the inscriptions with some maps, images. That's why the biographers of Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan has especially pointed out to this aspect, that when Sir Sayyid Ahmad Khan planned to write this book, that is Athar as-Sanadid, so he actually surveyed in person all these ancient buildings in Delhi, making their images, having the measurements of measurements of the things, that is of all these buildings, the minarets, the walls, their thickness, the type of material used in the construction, etc. Several other sources available on the subject, such as Epigraphia Indica, project the theme in historical, cultural, political and epigraphic perspectives. So that was about the epigraphy or the epigraphic perspectives. Now, there's a little bit difference between the epigraphy and numismatics. Numismatics stand chiefly for the inscriptions, the writings, the engravings we find in coins, especially it is related to coins. In numismatics perspectives, Arabic inscriptions and calligraphy on Indian coins minted by Muslim rulers of India constitute another area of study relating to Arabic language. After Muhammad bin Qasim's invasion of Sindh, a new pattern emerged in the coinage, replacing pictorial devices with inscriptions in Arabic or Persian. So before that, there were the pictorial devices, images of persons or the rulers, sometimes of some legendary figures, combining religious motifs with the historical images, historical persons. So Muhammad bin Qasim's invasion of Sindh, it undertook a significant change, a point of departure from the pictorial devices, replacing them with inscriptions in Arabic or Persian, owing to, of course, religious injections. Amirs of Sindh issued small-sized silver dirham bearing kalima on one side and the name of the ruler on the other in Kufic script. Then, of course, Mahmud of Ghazna's coin before the same time, at the same time, his gold coins bore the same kalima on one side and name of the Abbasid Caliph on the other. Though his silver coins issued in India, minted at Lahore, then known as Mahmudpur, bore Arabic and Sanskrit inscriptions. We'll be having some images of some instances of these coins. The Ghuraid Muhammad bin Sam issued gold, silver, bullion and copper coins with the legend of Devanagari, having his name Muhammad Sama on the bull side and Siri Hamira on the horseman side. Hamira is in fact a corruption of the Arabic word Emir, leader. In the central Indian region, Muhammad bin Sam issued gold coins bearing seated goddess Lakshmi on one side and Devanagari legend, that is Sri Muhammad Sama on the other, the type then current in Central Asia. The gold coin of Muhammad bin Sam was issued from Gaur, that is Lakhnauti. It bore an Arabic legend on one side and horse rider with mass on the other, with the word Gauda Vijaya in the Devanagari script. So that actually represented the nature of society, because the ruler in fact cannot disregard, cannot ignore the significance of, or cannot ignore the very nature of society, his ruling. So a society that was a mix of, say, races and religions and cultures and languages. So here he has to take into account many things, never in line with some narrow or specific religious injunctions or thought preferences based on his own thought. The Delhi Sultanate continued the Arabic kalima and name of the Sultan in Arabic or Persian in its coins. We'll be having examples of that in the coins issued by Iltutmish, like this one, في عهد المستنصر أمير المؤمنين السلطان المعظم شمس الدنيا والدين في عهد المستنصر أمير المؤمنين أبو المظفر Iltutmish as-Sultan. So in another case, we'll be finding Al-Imam al-Mustansir Amir al-Mu'mineen As-Sultan al-Azam Ghiyas al-Dunya wa-Din Abu al-Muzaffar Balban as-Sultan. So the thing that is very, very clear that in this stage, that specific point of time, the coins, specific coins bore Arabic inscriptions. It was only at a later stage, that is the stage of the Mughals, that Arabic was replaced by Persian. Although in some cases, of course, we have short sentences, short some words of having the Arabic composition, type of Arabic composition, like Allahu Akbar Jalla Jalaluhu. So this Jalla Jalaluhu is not Persian. And again, Allahu Akbar is not Persian, so it is Arabic. And so, although it was like in the backdrop of Deen-e Ilahi, this coin which was issued in the backdrop of Deen-e Ilahi, the new religion, new hybrid religion, having the eclectic eclectic nature, consisting of the eclectic nature. Where he represented, where they constituted a deen, a new religion, based on the syncretistic ideology, where he tried to look at the core of things, religious, etc., from eclectic point of view, combining different ideologies, different religious cultures. So it was a hybrid. So Allahu Akbar Jalla Jalaluhu again represents that sort of that was some hybridity, sometimes of some confusing, very much confusing nature, because Allahu Akbar Jalla Jalaluhu gives a very confusing, consists of a very confusing aspect, because when in Arabic one says Allahu Akbar, so it is God is great, and Jalla Jalaluhu, and again, of course, Jalla Jalaluhu stands for Allah. So both Allahu Akbar and Jalla Jalaluhu. But when seen in the backdrop of the Deen Ilahi, so it confuses the reader, the onlooker, because here it is Akbar and Jal, Jalal, Jal and Jalal, Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar, the name of the king himself. So these are some of the details related to epigraphy and numismatics. This aspect brings us to another topic. This aspect of the Indian history related to Arabic brings us to another aspect, that is the aspect of makhtutat, the manuscripts. Of course, manuscripts do have their own history, languages, the topics. So any book which has not been published, if it is handwritten, it is known as makhtut. It's known as makhtutat. It's also known as codices, and from this we will be having a word that is codicology. Manuscript, sometimes it is manuscriptology. From manuscript, it is manuscriptology and also codicology. So in this Indian context, we'll be having this legacy, of course, related to Arabic language and literature, which is tremendous, which is of tremendous significance when we make a study of Arabic language and literature in the Indian subcontinent. So different aspects are related to this theme, like how the manuscript is prepared, how it is scripted, what is the difference between the writer, the author, and the scribe. Scribe is the person who prepares a version of this manuscript, of this book, which is not printed. And here is the difference between the author. So main author is some person other than the person who might be the scribe. So there's difference between scribe and the author. So here in this Mir Abdullah Katib, in company of youth burnishing paper. This illustration is from Walter manuscript W650, attributed to Nana by Stuart Wells. The scribe holds a piece of paper giving his name in place of copying. And this place happens to be Allahabad in 1011 AH. So here we'll be having the scribe. So this culture of scribing, preparing the different versions, copies of the manuscript, copies of the book, because at the time it was not printed. So primarily it is related to the history of knowledge, history of language and literature, when that is primarily located in terms of time before the advent of, before the invention of, or the spread of the printing machines, especially in this case in the Indian subcontinent. These are different very much valuable aspects of the study of manuscripts, Arabic manuscripts in India. It may be recollected, of course, pertinently, that in the domain of the Arabic manuscriptology, the versions of the Holy Quran, the manuscripts of the Holy Quran hold very significant position, and they were the illuminated, sometimes the illuminated versions, manuscripts of the Holy Quran, using different ways to eliminate them, using different alphabetical writing patterns, like khat, which is known as khat, like al-khat al-Kufi, al-khat al-Hijazi, etc., and beautifying them with some precious stones and materials like gold ink, etc., ink from the gold, etc., melted gold, etc. So these are some of the other examples. In the Indian subcontinent, we're finding a very big amount of the manuscripts in Arabic and Persian. Of course, we are concerned with Arabic. Mahmud of Ghazni had issued this gold coin. So we have made reference to this. That the gold coin having inscription, bilingual inscription. So it's a combination of Sanskrit and Arabic. So here it is Arabic, and in this case it is Persian. That is Kaithi script, left out bottommost line on the coins of Sher Shah Suri. So it's a combination of Kaithi and Arabic, of course, where the pattern of writing the both, the pattern is Arabic. This is Alauddin Khilji's coin having the Arabic inscription. Epigraph. Here it is Qutub Minar, the example of Qutub Minar inscriptions. Here again we'll be having of different ways of writing Arabic. In Taj Mahal, in different places in Taj Mahal, in its walls, of course, we'll be having these examples. We'll be having many examples in Malda. That is especially, this is an example of Arabic inscription from the Qadam Rasul Masjid, Qadam Rasul Mosque in Malda. This is earlier Gaur. In Alauddin Hussain Shah se Triveni, Hooghly, Arabic inscription will be having in this Zafar Ghazi's, in this Arabic inscription in Hooghly, in the monument known after Zafar Ghazi. In Barakatra in Dhaka, that is among the earliest inscriptions, the oldest, the old mosque, Jama Mosque in Dhaka. So it's again a combination of Arabic and Persian. Bengali Tughra style in a masjid inscription in Sultanganj, in the present day Bangladesh. This is something very significant because we'll be having a mix of Arabic and Sanskrit in a mosque. The inscription in a mosque, Burhanpur's Jama Masjid, the Arabic inscription as well as the Sanskrit, Arabic and Sanskrit. So it is a combination of Arabic and Sanskrit. So it was not simply the numismatics, rather, as we have seen in the examples of the different coins. So it extended itself to the mosques, places of worship. So many other things we'll be having in this sequence. So this is the legacy of India related to Arabic. Another legacy of India related to Arabic is that of the use of Arabic script for writing another language. So language is different, but the script is another one. It's not the original script, like writing Arabic in Arabic. So this is not the case. Or writing Malayalam in Malayali script, it's not the case. Here Tamil is written in Arabic script. Tamil. It's known as Arabic Tamil. One very significant example of multilingualism. And we'll be having examples of this also in the Malayali, where the Malayalam language has been written in Arabic script. So this is Arabi Malayalam or Mapla Malayalam. This is another instance of example of some earlier manuscripts, that is Qissat Shikrawati Farmad in British Library. We have seen examples of these in other languages too, like the Al-Khamiyadul literature, where Arabic script is used for the Spanish language. So and having a significant legacy of literature and books. So all these just bring to the fore that aspect of India's literary culture enshrined in Arabic language. Now we'll be having glimpses of some very prominent writers and their contributions. During the times of the Mughals, Abul Faydi al-Allami, his Sawat al-Ilham, that is the foremost book of a commentary. It is a commentary of the Holy Quran using a specific way of the arrangements of words of the letters, where the letters are not they are not dotted. So it is the undotted letters. Even the word Sawat al-Ilham, this composition, Sawat al-Ilham, Sawat plus Ilham, it doesn't have any letter which is dotted. So the entire Quran was commented upon. It's a commentary of the Holy Quran using this art, this verbal art, this wordsmith, if we can use this word. So this is the earliest printed version. It was printed by Munshi Nawal Kishore, and these are some other editions of this book. In the domain of tafsir, we'll be having our commentary of the Holy Quran in Arabic, of course. We'll be having a number of scholars who have written the tafsir in Arabic, the complete tafsir in Arabic. The foremost example is that of Qadi Sana'ullah Panipati. Al-Qadi Al-Panipati, entitled At-Tafsir al-Mazhari. It has been published several times. It's among the very significant tafsir which have been written in Arabic, irrespective of the specific region here, like the Indian subcontinent. In the field of history, we'll be having many books written by the Indian writers, like Tuhfat al-Mujahideen by Sheikh Zainuddin Ma'bari, who died in the year 1583, and Zafrul Walih bi Muzaffar wa Alihi, written by Sheikh Abdullah bin Umar al-Naharwali, better known as Haji Jabir. He died in 1611. Asir al-Muhammadiyya by Qadi Karamat Ali bin Father Muhammad Hayat Ali. Subhat al-Marjan fi Asar Hindustan by Ghulam Ali Azad Bilgrami. Sulafat al-Asr fi Mahasin al-Shu'ara bi Kulli Misr by Ali bin Ahmed bin Ma'soom. Nuzhat al-Khawatan wa Bahjat al-Masami wa Nawazir by Allama Abdul Hayy al-Hasani al-Laknawi. These are very significant books written on history, historical subjects, sometimes the political histories and cultural history, and sometimes it is the history of the sciences. لوائح الأنوار في الرد على من أنكر على العارفين من لطائف الأسرار. It's a very significant book in the domain of Sufism. It's in the domain of Sufism. Al-Qawl al-Jamil fi Bayan Sawai Sabil, again by Shah Waliullah Dehlavi. In Sufism, Irshad al-Talibin wa Ta'id al-Muridin, written by Sheikh Sana'ullah Panipati. At-Tuhfat al-Mursala ila al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam by Muhammad bin Fadlullah. Anfas al-Khawas by Sheikh Mahbullah al-Abadi. These are Ad-Dawhat al-Mayyada fi Hadiqat al-Sura wal-Madda, Sheikh Mullah Mahmud Jaunpuri. Al-Jawhar al-Fard, written by Mahbullah al-Bihari. Al-Hadith al-Sa'idiyya, written by Sheikh Fazl Haq al-Khairabadi, are among the very foremost, very significant books written on philosophy, and these books are written on the topic of Sufism, of Tasawwuf. In the domain of fiqh, we'll be having a large number of scholars like Shah Waliullah Dehlavi, Al-Insaf Bayan Asbab al-Dehlawi, Sheikh Muhibbullah bin Abdul Shakur al-Hanafi al-Bihari, in his book that is Musallam al-Thubut. Sheikh Abu Hafs Sirajuddin Umar bin Ishaq al-Hindi, like in his Sharh al-Mughni. Sheikh Abdul Hayy Farangi Mahli with his Hashia on Hidayah by Sheikh Marghinani, alongside Al-Fatawa al-Alamgiriya, better known as Al-Fatawa al-Hindiya, as we know. In the domain of, likewise in the domain of hadith, we'll be having many books like Lam'at al-Tanqi ala Mishkat al-Masabih, written by Abdul Haq bin Saifuddin al-Dehlawi, Musawwa by Shah Waliullah Dehlawi, Sharh Tarajam Abwab al-Bukhari by Shah Waliullah Dehlawi, Al-Muhalla by Sheikh Salamullah, Mashariq al-Anwar al-Nabawiyya min Sihah al-Akhbar al-Mustafawiyya by Hassan bin Saghan al-Lahori, Majma' Bihar al-Anwar fi Gharaib al-Tanzil wa Lataif al-Akhbar by Allama Muhammad bin Tahir al-Fattani. He actually belonged to Pak Patan, etc. These are some of the very significant books in the domain of hadith. So all these disciplines have been subject of deliberation of immense contribution by the Indian scholars. This is Tuhfat al-Mujahideen by Zainuddin Ma'bari, Makhdum Ma'bari. Tuhfat al-Mujahideen fi Ba'd Akhbar al-Burtaqalin, one of the very significant books written on Indian history, especially in the backdrop, with the background of the Portuguese invasion of India. So this is among the foremost books. This book has been translated in many languages of the world, including English and Portuguese, of course, French, etc. Nuzhat al-Khawatir. It is the most significant and monumentous book in several volumes, rather. It's an encyclopedia, Nuzhat al-Khawatir wa Bahjat al-Masami wa Nawazir, written by Al-Allama Abdul Hayy al-Hasani, who was father of Maulana Abul Hasan Ali Nadwi, better known as Ali Mian Nadwi. The present edition of this book has been prepared with the Al-Alam in several volumes. So this is an encyclopedic history of the scholars in the Indian subcontinent dedicating themselves to the service of Arabic, Persian and Islamic sciences. Subatul Marjan fi Athar Hindustan is a significant book written in Arabic by Azad Bilgrami. Azad Bilgrami himself was a very noted poet. So this book written by him is very significant. It has several editions. So it is a new edition. The earliest edition was published from Aligarh itself. Hassan Saghani Lahori, his Al-Ubab al-Zakhir is a very big encyclopedia. It's a big encyclopedia. We can simply have a glimpse of this. Muhammad Ala At-Thanawi Kashaf Istalahat al-Funun is again a very big encyclopedia of the sciences, of disciplines, that is the who's who of the writers and their authorship, the books they have written, alongside the explanation of the terms and the terminologies we'll be having related to different sciences. Al-Bilgrami Az-Zabidi At-Takmila wa Zail Wassila. It's a very significant book in the domain of Lughat, the dictionary, the explanation of the words, exegesis, etc. So morphology, the morphological aspects, the semantic aspect, the etymological aspect of things we'll be having. So it's a very significant book. In modern times, we have many scholars dedicating themselves to the study of Arabic language and literature. From India, here Rafa Abdur Rahim has contributed significantly. Chiefly his Mu'jam al-Dakhil fi al-Lugha al-Arabiyya al-Haditha wa lahjatiha. It actually it's a dictionary of the foreign words in Arabic, in modern Arabic, and its different dialects, where the foreign words have become the loan words which were assimilated to the Arabic dictionary. Dictionary of the Modern Arabic, alongside Durusul Lugha al-Arabiyya لغرض نطق بها. It's something like a manual of teaching Arabic to the non-native speakers, that is, the students of LT, students, a guideline, a pedagogical guideline manual for the L2 language scheme. Waliullah Dehlewis Hujjatullah al-Balagha, very significant contribution. So, Sayyid Karamat Hussain Kinturi, a very significant contribution again here. The importance of this book lies in the very fact that this is a book in 3 volumes. The first is the Muqaddimah, alongside 2 volumes on the linguistic sciences, language science will be having, or the linguistic sciences. So Fiqhul Lisan by Sayyid Karamat Hussain Kinturi, it's a very significant edition. Abdul Nabi bin Abdul Rasul Al Ahmad Nagri from South, it is again very significant edition. Abul Hasan Nadwi, he has contributed immensely to the different aspects of Arabic language and literature, and of course the theological domain, as well as the study of society, culture, Indian society and culture, of course, in his book that is related to Al-Muslimun, with the title of Al-Muslimun fil Hind, alongside many books like writing the history of the decline and fall of the Muslims on the global level. That is Maza Khasar al-Alam bin Hatat al-Muslimin, alongside Muzakkarat al-Sayh fi Sharq al-Arabi and Rawai Iqbal. It's a very significant study of Iqbal in literary and thought perspectives. Mustafa Azmi has written this book on the scribes of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Mustafa Azmi being Indian, so here we'll be finding that these very prominent figures in the traditional as well as some new aspects alongside the numismatics and epigraphy and manuscripts we'll be having. So it's a very significant aspect of India's legacy of Arabic literature. With this, we are concluding this lecture. Thank you very much.